beautiful friends. How are you doing today? Patty Dooley here with Tupperware, and today I'm bringing you another recipe. Today we are going to do something with the pressure cooker, and if you are vegan or plant-based, vegetarian, this recipe is going to be for you. So stay tuned and we will get started. Okay, so today, like I said, we are using the pressure cooker to make a recipe. And today's recipe is Lentil Sloppy Joes. So if you are vegan or plant-based or whatever, this recipe will be for you. And you guys can see, even with the Tupperware products, you can still cook and prepare all of your, or a lot of your recipes with a lot of the Tupperware products. So today, that's what we're going to do. A little bit about the pressure cooker, Tupperware pressure cooker. It is a pressure cooker that you can use in the microwave. Let me get this off the top right here. It is not a canning thing that you can use on the stove. Never put it on the stove top, never on an open flame, only in the microwave. It does have a pressure and steam release right here. It has a lid lock right here. It has a twist top lid to it. It has the ring in here. And it has a good size thing for you to cook in. So this is what we are going to use today. So let me set this aside. And this recipe is going to be rather easy, rather fast. And I'm telling you the recipe, but make it your own. However you want to do this is fine. However you want to season it, whatever you want to do. It's not so much about the recipe as it is what you can do with the Tupperware product to do the recipe. So let me set this over here. And like I said, we are doing a Lentil Sloppy Joes. And this is going to be so fast, so easy. You're going to say, where has that been all my life? So the first thing we want to put in is a cup and a half of dry brown lentils, or I guess any lentil that you have will work. I've already rinsed these off and they've dried, you know, I've cleaned them up. And we're going to put the lentils in here. Like I said, this is such a fast and easy recipe. It's just going to amaze you. And then to that we want to put in some onion. I'm adding garlic. This particular recipe doesn't call for garlic, but hey, I'm a garlic person. You gotta put garlic in there. So I'm gonna put some onion in here. How much you want is up to you. If you want onion, fine. If you don't want onion, fine. You know, that's a personal preference. So I'm putting it in my little chopping prep here. And I'm gonna pull this, there we go, and chop this down. I got 2 cloves of garlic and some onion. And just like if you're making sloppy joes with meat, you don't want everything real large in pieces. So kind of cut this down to small bite-sized pieces. And we are going to add this in here. How much onion you want, decide that for yourself. You know, some people love a lot of onion, some people don't, so it really doesn't matter. So we've got that in there, and then we want to put some seasoning in here. It calls for steak and chop seasoning that Tupperware used to sell but no longer does. I have a seasoning that I make up myself that I found online that I absolutely love. And this is for hamburger and French fry seasoning. I use it on everything. Baked potatoes, vegetables, you name it, I put it on there. So you can do this with, let's see, some taco seasoning if you want a taco flair with it. Just whatever seasonings you like. Put that in there, and it calls for 2 teaspoons of that. And like I said, I use this seasoning for everything. The other night I had it on baked potato and some sour cream. It's like, oh, I love it. And then I'm going to put Well, I'm going to wait to put my salt in until after the beans are cooked, because then I can taste it with the seasoning and see more where I want it. So we have 1.5 cup of lentils. We have some onion, and I put garlic in mine. We have the seasoning in here, and we want 2 cups of water. And in here I have 2 cups of water, and we're just going to stir this around, mix this up. And then we're going to put the top on it. I'm going to try to hold this up to where you can see it, but the water moves around when I tilt it too much. But we've got the 2 cups of water in here, and I'm going to put this top on here. Now mind you, this is not a handle. Never pick it up when it's done cooking. Buy this here. It is a lid lock, plus it has an emergency valve right in here. It's a small hole that allows steam to come out if something is too much in your pressure cooker. On the top there's arrows right here. We're going to match them up with the arrows on the handles, just like this. We're going to twist it, close that lid, and then we're going to put this back on and then lock the lid in here. From here we want to cook it for about 20, depending on your microwave. It just really depends on that. From anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to put mine at 22 minutes, and then after I take it out, it's going to have to cool down. This little valve right here, it's going to have to go all the way down like it is right now, and then there won't be any steam coming out here. When that's done, then I can safely open the lid. So if you'll come right back, we will show you what the beans look like and finish off this recipe. Super, super easy, so stay tuned. Okay guys, we have cooked this for 22 minutes. The little pressure valve and everything is gone down. There's no steam coming out of here. So I'm going to take the top off here, and we are going to look at this recipe and check it out. See how much the beans are done, if we need anything else. And they appear to be done. All the water is absorbed. And really, lentils don't take that long to cook, even on the stove. Hot, but done. But like I said, you have to kind of play with the recipe, because each microwave is different. So yours might need a few minutes more, might need a few minutes less. It just really depends on your microwave as to, you know, what time you need to set on there. I set these for 22 minutes. 25 minutes, I wouldn't really go any longer unless you add just a little bit more water. So for this recipe, I'm going to set this over here. We need to do just a little bit more for it. In here I've got, it calls for 15 ounces, but I had 2 8-ounce cans of spaghetti, not spaghetti sauce, but tomato sauce. And to this we want to put 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm sure you can use some other sweetener if you want to. But we're going to put 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And I would add, just myself here, I would add some really fine chopped up mushrooms to get that deep flavor in it myself. I'm going to put I'm going to start with 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Then you can adjust from there. Or you can salt it, you know, each individual can salt it, but you can taste it after that and see what else it needs. And then it says it needs a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. tablespoon of that, and then a tablespoon of chili powder. But in the seasoning that I make up myself, it already has some chili powder in it. I'm gonna put maybe a teaspoon of that in there. Really depends on your taste. And then from here, once we get it done, then we can really check the flavors and see. We're going to give this a stir. And this is in the micro pitchers that you can use these actually in the microwave to heat up, melt butter, sauces, you know, stuff like this, gravy mixes. But we're going to stir this around. And then we're going to heat this up for 2 to 3 minutes in the microwave. And then from there we're going to put it in the beans and use that for our sauce. Like when I make sloppy joes and stuff here, when we use the hamburger, I actually use barbecue sauce myself. It tastes a whole lot better than me. So I'm going to put the 1 cup top on here. This is a 2 cup bottom. And we're going to put this in the microwave, heat it up for 2 to 3 minutes, maybe stop halfway through, stir it, and then once that's done, we'll come back and do the beans. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we put this in the microwave. I did 2 minutes and it is bubbling. It is going to town. And I would say I'd taste it, but I don't. I might give it a little taste here, just to check the seasoning. That's pretty good. I think I'll leave it as it is. And then we're just going to take this and pour it into, let me get my other hand here. Pour this in maybe half at a time. Stir it around. Because if you're making sloppy joes, you don't want it so runny that it won't stay on the bun. So we're going to mix this around a little bit at a time, just to make sure that it's not real runny. Like I said, you might want to adjust the flavorings. That's really up to you. Make it how you like it. I think it can take all of it. There we go. So there we have some lentil sloppy joes. For those of you who eat plant-based, you can cook with the Tupperware products. Works out just great to do your beans and potatoes, soups, all sorts of stuff in the pressure cooker. I've got just this little old floppy bun here. But we are going to put some on here and just dip it up and show you what it looks like. You might want to do some sliced onion or something on top of it. You know, that's really up to you. Do some nice sweet potato fries with this as well. Really, really good meal. So there is the sloppy joe. We're going to scoot this over in the middle. And then, like I said, just add whatever things you want to go with it. So, perfect meal for any time of day. So that is our lentil sloppy joes done with the pressure cooker, the Tupperware pressure cooker. And I'm going to bring you back up here. There we go. Now I see you. But if you have any questions about the pressure cooker, how to use it, what can you do, all sorts of questions, feel free to comment, let me know. You can follow me on Facebook at TW Patty Dooley, and I can get with you there. You can message me on Facebook. You can email me at pattydooley@hotmail.com. I'll be glad to get with you. So anytime you have any questions. And just keep in mind that anytime you purchase one of the products through me on Tupperware, you have me for life too. So that way, if at any time you can contact me about any questions that you have about a recipe, how to do it, how can I break this cookbook recipe down and use the Tupperware products, I'll be glad to get with you and explain to you how to do that. So you guys be blessed, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. Check down in the description below, and I'm going to write just the ingredients, not the whole directions, just the ingredients to this recipe. And then if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell and get all the notifications every time I upload a video. And if you love it, share it with a friend. Invite somebody to come watch it with you. So you guys be blessed, and I will see you soon. Bye.